Barcelona has just survived a freezing night and a massive scare in Prague. The final score, Slavia Prague 2, Barcelona 4, but those numbers don't tell the whole story of this matchday 7 thriller. On a night that dropped to -8 degrees, Barca nearly froze under the pressure. It started with a nightmare just 10 minutes into the match. Vasil Kusic pounced on a scrappy corner to put the hosts ahead early. Barcelona was missing the suspended Lamine Yamal, and his absence was glaring. Slavia was physical, fast, and looked ready for a historic upset. But then Fermin Lopez happened. The kid is becoming a big game specialist. In the 34th minute, a slick move involving Rafinha and Frenkie de Jong found Fermin. He drilled it past Stanek at the near post to level the game and silence the home crowd. 8 minutes later, he did it again with a world-class strike from the edge of the box. Fermin is now the second Spaniard to record 7 goal involvements in his first 6 UCL games. But just as Barca fans started to celebrate, the unthinkable happened. A deflected corner hit Robert Lewandowski and rolled into his own net. It was the first Champions League own goal of his legendary career. That sent both teams into the halftime break deadlocked at 2-2. The second half brought more drama, but this time, it was the kind fans fear most. Pedri went down holding his right hamstring around the R mark. Early reports suggest a grade 1 tear, meaning he could be out for 3 weeks. He'll miss key league games and the final group showdown against Copenhagen. But when one star falls, another rises, and Dani Olmo was the hero tonight. Less than 3 minutes after replacing Pedri, Olmo unleashed an absolute rocket. Straight into the top right corner, unstoppable, 3-2 Barcelona. The momentum had shifted, and Hansi Flick's tactical subs were working. Then came the moment many were waiting for, the impact of Marcus Rashford. The Manchester United loanee came off the bench and looked electric. He didn't just play, he changed the tempo of the entire attack. In the 70th minute, Rashford reached the byline and sent a perfect low cross in. Robert Lewandowski was there to atone for his earlier mistake. From own goal villain to match sealer, he hooked the ball home for 2-2. That was Lewandowski's first Champions League goal of the 2025-26 season. He has now scored against 39 different UCL opponents in his career. He is officially just one opponent behind the all-time record held by Lionel Messi. So where does this leave Barcelona in the league phase standings? They have leapt from 15th place all the way up to 9th. They are now on 13 points, level with 7 other teams chasing the top 8. Frenkie de Jong was the engine tonight, but there's a catch for next week. De Jong picked up a yellow card and will be suspended for the Copenhagen game. No Pedri, no Gavi, and no De Jong. Flick has a massive midfield puzzle to solve. The highline was risky tonight, and Inaki Pina had to make several vital saves. Barca has now gone 10 consecutive matches without a clean sheet in the UCL. This is a historic defensive concern that Hansi Flick must address. However, Rashford's integration is happening faster than anyone expected. He looks hungry, disciplined, and Flick clearly trusts him in high-stakes moments. Next Wednesday is the final league phase match at home against Copenhagen. It is an absolute must-win if Barca wants to secure automatic qualification. If they stay in 9th, they'll face a dangerous two-legged playoff in February. Fermin's brace tonight proves he belongs in the starting sheet permanently. His energy in the press and clinical finishing were the difference in Prague. Credit to Slavia Prague, they fought until the very last second in the cold. Even at 4-2 down, they kept pushing and nearly forced another goal. But the quality gap in the second half was just too much for the Czech side. Lewandowski leads the way in expected goals tonight, with an XG of 0.59. He seems to have regained his scoring touch at the perfect time. We will keep you updated on Pedri's medical tests over the next 24 hours. Losing him for a month is a heavy blow, but Olmo's return lessens the impact. How will Barca line up without De Jong and Pedri in the next match? Drop your predicted starting sheet in the comments below. Do you think Marcus Rashford should start next week over Ferran Torres? The good news is that Lamine Yamal will be back from his suspension. A rested Yamal and a confident Rashford is a scary prospect for any defense. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button and subscribe for more. We'll be live next week for the final Champions League showdown. Will Barca make the top 8? We are about to find out. This was a massive night of character and resilience for the Spanish champions. The journey to the last 16 continues, and every goal matters. Thank you for watching our coverage of this European classic. Stay tuned for the full player ratings coming up next on the channel. Visca el Barca, and we will see you in the next video. Every game is a final now for Hansi Flick and his squad. The road to the final in Munich is still wide open. Barcelona for Slavia Prague to a night to remember. Don't forget to check the description for the full match statistics. Follow us on social media for breaking news updates. The midfield battle will be the key to the next round. Can the youth of La Masia step up in the absence of the veterans? We'll be analyzing the tactical shifts throughout the week. Make sure your notifications are on for our live stream. Football never stops, and neither does our coverage. See you next Wednesday for the decider against Copenhagen. Good night from a very cold but victorious Prague. The Blaugrana are marching on.